Greetings from Christian News and Interviews. So, you've probably heard the story of the psychopathic father who threw his own 2-day-old innocent baby into a river in Mississippi, in Memphis, rather. I don't know if it was Memphis or Tennessee, but we'll find out in a second. I know it was deep in the deep South. I think it was, well, I know it was the Mississippi River. But anyway, let me read this. A young father, now this says Memphis, Tennessee. A young father charged with killing his 2-day-old child and her mother admitted that he lured the woman to her death, then took the baby and threw her into the Mississippi River. So I'm assuming that this happened in Mississippi. Brandon Isabelle, who turned 25 on Tuesday, is charged with 2 counts of murder, especially aggravated kidnapping, and murder in connection with kidnapping and tampering with evidence. Danielle Hoyle, 27, was found dead Tuesday outside of her vehicle on a street in Whitehaven. The driver's side window of the Chevy Cruze was knocked out. Police say Hoyle had been shot in the head. Her family said when she left the house, she told them that she needed to take the baby to the hospital for testing. Her baby, Kennedy Hoyle, who was the subject of a statewide Amber Alert on Wednesday, is presumed dead. Now, at this point in the story, they hadn't found the baby, but the baby has since been found, and the baby was tossed into the river by the father, who admitted that he killed his ex-girlfriend as well as this innocent baby. Police zeroed in on Isabelle, the child's father, as a suspect on Wednesday evening. During questioning, police said he told them he lured Danielle Hoyle to the intersection of Sedgwick and Levi and shot her. He then told police that he took Kennedy Hoyle, drove her to the north end of Mud Island, where the Wolf River enters the Mississippi River, and threw the child into the water. Okay, so he did admit it. He also said he threw the weapon in the water. So this is an idiot. Now, his ex-wife, now he's only 25 years old and has an ex-wife. The ex-wife's name is Zaria Danya. I'm assuming that Danya is her middle name. But anyway, the ex-wife says, quote, "This ish disgusts me on some many levels. Like, why, Brandon? You throw your whole life away. Nothing's worth taking somebody's life, bro. Like, WTF? Then a newborn at that? What could possibly be the reason?" Hey, I'm with her on this. What could possibly be the reason? How do I tell my 5-year-old son who loved his dad that his dad is a murderer? And then she says some other things. She's saying how she's, I've been trying to keep from posting because y'all sources is not correct, but I do not have anything to do with what's going on with my son's father. I'm not, okay. I'm sure that she's devastated. She better be glad he never shot her. This guy's dangerous. Okay, I just want to show you all his picture. Now let me, to the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds who are watching this, let me give you some advice, young ladies. Let me find a better picture of this guy. If you ever see a man, if a man ever approaches you with hair that looks like that, do not give him your phone number. Now, don't be rude to him, because these days, If you're rude to somebody, that's enough to cause them to kill you. Don't give your phone number to somebody with, or if you give out your number, make sure it's a fake one. To someone that looks like this. Look at that hair. When you look at a man, the first thought should be, is he marriage material? Because if he's not marriage material, why are you wasting your time? This is not marriage material, although he does have an ex-wife. But you see, she's not with him, right? His ex-wife is not with him. There's a reason she's not with him. You can look at this and see this is not marriage material. He took this innocent, sweet little baby and threw this innocent baby into a river. How can he? I'm not comprehending it, but it's not my job to comprehend the mind of a psychopath. How anyone could have zero conscience to hold this baby in his arms and to take her and throw her into a river. It's not like she could ever be a witness. Pure evil. Pure evil. See if there are other pictures of this nutcase. So this is the innocent baby. I think this is the young lady that he killed. Look at that hair. Look at that wicked hair. That's not marriage material. That's why his wife left him. That's not somebody to waste your time dating and laying up with and having babies with. And then this is him prior to the bizarre hair. He looks like he weighs all of 100 pounds. It's what you call a 100-pound weakling who's good for nothing. Now, from what I've read somewhere else, he has yet another baby. He has a baby with his ex-wife. He has a baby with an ex-girlfriend. He has a baby, well, with two ex-girlfriends, because the baby that he just killed, and then there's, from what I've been told, from what I read, there's yet a third baby. So this guy is good for one thing. He's good for creating babies. I guarantee you he didn't have a job. I guarantee you he didn't have a decent job. He probably didn't have a job at all. But what this type of a person is good for is creating babies. That's all he's good for. And causing destruction in people's lives. What woman would be attracted to a 100-pound weakling like this? Ugh. And of course, here he is with his camera. All about self. All about self. You see how he's taking his little selfies? All about self, caring about nobody other than himself. My prayer for this young man is that he never see the light of day again. Now, he's being held without bond. My prayer for this weirdo with this weird hair is that for the rest of his days, he will be haunted by the screams of this baby as he was throwing her into that river, by the final look on this young lady's face as he was murdering her for nothing, and that this baby's face will sear his conscience for the duration of his life, and that he never see the light of day again outside of a jail cell. Okay, here we go. He lives in Memphis, Tennessee. That's where he lives. Memphis, Tennessee is where this occurred. Now, oh, what a beautiful young lady. Why does she even look in this direction? Have you all noticed that from Chicago to Detroit to Baltimore to Philadelphia to Tennessee to Georgia to Alabama and beyond, we're seeing the same issues. Beautiful young ladies like this hooking up with garbage like this and actually wasting their time having innocent babies with the garbage. I don't understand it. But if you are a young lady under 35 and you are listening to me, let me give you some advice. Don't give them your phone number. You're better off by yourself. I will be following this case. Stay tuned.